What's going on, bros and girls? Today it is finally time to do part 2 of my Project PureWhite build video log series. I've decided this will be the second of 3 parts, and if you want to see part 1 where I install the power supply and motherboard along with the CPU and RAM, just hit the annotation or the link in the description. In this video I'll be covering the installation of the video card, the SSD, and the optical drive. The third part will cover cable management as well as final touches and getting the machine up and running. If you are a fan of this series and want to see the next vid, make sure to hit the thumbs up button to let me know. And for anyone new to my channel or my PureWhite series, the main function for this build is for a budget gaming and secondary rig, and will also be a home theater PC or HTPC eventually, and possibly a media server down the road. I'll also be doing a big high-end upgrade to my main rig once Ivy Bridge E comes out, and this is sort of a less expensive build to play around with and relearn PC building, so I don't destroy anything expensive for the Ivy Bridge E build. And as an FYI, I'm continuing to line up sponsors for that high-end build, and though I have a few already, if you are a manufacturer or know of manufacturers that want their products featured for that high-end build, just give me a shout via PM or email. But back to PureWhite, I'll list all the parts in order of installation in the description, and for current pricing and availability, there will also be links for you down below. So as you can see, we'll continue on with the build with video card installation, and for the Prodigy, you first have to go to the back and pop off the PCIe slot covers, then lift a little gate on the back to give clearance for the video card's bracket and screw hole. The video card I chose is my old Radeon 5770 that's been lying around since I took it out of my main rig because I upgraded that GPU to a 7970. You'll notice that it is a tad bit too long for the Prodigy with the hard drive cage installed, but luckily it is easily removable, so that is not a problem. To get your unit fully inserted into the slot, just place firm pressure at the opening until it is firmly rooted and touch the little nub by the slot to make sure insertion is complete. This same method works for the video card. Once that's done, just put the gate back down and screw in the video card bracket to the case. The good thing about the Prodigy is that the video card sits pretty much flush to the side panel, so it's getting fresh air directly through the side perforations. Your installation order may be different, but the next thing I chose to install is my 180GB Intel 330 SSD drive. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know why I chose each of my parts, just watch my previous PureWhite's parts list vids, which I'll list in the description and annotations. And for each main component, for more info, I also made unboxings and overview videos, which are also below. So for the Prodigy, you can actually place the SSD in a few different spots, like the right side panel, the PSU bay wall, and the floor of the case. But I decided to place it in a more conventional spot inside the bottom drive cage. As you can see, you just align the 4 holes on the 2.5-inch adapter and screw it into place. And Vids have done a good job making sure there is adequate clearance for the connectors to attach without being blocked by the mounting bracket. Once your SSD is fully screwed, you simply place it back in the cage and its tool-free design locks it in. The final thing we'll install for this video is the optical drive, and the first thing you have to do for this case is remove the optical drive covers on both the plastic front panel and the metal piece on the frame. The front panel easily pops off via 4 latches, and there's 2 screws on the back of the panel that you undo to get the optical drive cover off. To get the metal piece on the case frame off, you just go from behind by taking off the top fan filter and pressing the metal piece out and breaking it off. Even though this plate is now broken off, there is a way to screw it back on if down the road you want to replace the optical drive for more fans or a front dual 120 radiator. Be careful with this metal piece though, as the plate may be a bit sharp where the connection was, so I would highly recommend you not give this plate to a depressed emo. Once you get the plastic cover on the front panel unscrewed and popped off, you can place it back on the case and it's ready to accept an optical drive. But while we're on the topic of front panels, I will let you know that the white Prodigy front panel isn't meshed like the black one, so there is a bit less airflow coming in. But the panels are fully swappable, and I believe Vids might even eventually have a white mesh front panel available. Once your optical drive is in, you just need to put in some screws along the side of the drive bay to ensure it doesn't slide around. You really only just need to put in 1 screw on one side, and it will be secure enough, but for the sake of proper procedure, I'll throw it in on both sides. Once that's done, your drive is good to go. So as I said at the beginning, part 3 will conclude my series where I will wire everything together and do some cable management as well as final touches and firing the rig up. So keep an eye out for that video. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this second part of my Project PureWhite build video log. If you did, please thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And follow me on Twitter, it would be much appreciated. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.